everyone. My name is Sanjana, and I'm standing here before you today with the privilege of hosting Kriss Venugopal's book launch for the book Sweat, Blood and Quill. So I'd like to take a moment to greet each and every one of you in the audience and everyone watching this video from home. We know that it's a pretty sunny, sweltering Monday afternoon, but what better way to kick off the week than start with some fresh, momentous energy that new ventures like this usually bring forth. I like to think that writing is nothing short of an exact science, nothing beyond arts, and nothing other than real life. Sweat, Blood and Quill encompasses and entwines the distinct artistry of different literary media and everyday musings of human life, just so effortlessly and so beautifully. So in case you haven't seen the book title and cover, this is what it looks like. Truthfully, I am very honored to be standing here next to such creative, fertile minds that have been cultivated and reaped time and time again so effortlessly. One such mind is Miss Khyrunnisa. She is a very well-known author, usually for her best-selling children's book and my personal favorite, the Butterfingers series. So I would like to request Miss Khyrunnisa to share her thoughts and launch the book, because after all, she did write the foreword to Sweat, Blood and Quill. So, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Sanjana, for your warm words of welcome. Good evening, everybody. The hero of the day. This is very proud parents and each and every one of you who's here. I was waiting for Sanjana to introduce this because I wanted to see how she's going to introduce him. You don't know, you are everything. He is a man of many parts. He's such a multifaceted personality. If you look at his website, it is Kriss Vijayakumar. So I think you should change it to Kriss the many ayers. Because you name it, he's that. He started with civil engineering, but I don't think your job, any of the jobs you took up had anything to do with civil engineering.
I remain civil.
But you are very civil, exactly. I wanted to say that.
It's not a small thing.
Yeah.
I remain civil.
He, not remain, I think he's always been civil and he will always be civil. Yeah, and then he's got a wonderful voice, so he's using that. He's a voice artist, he's a dubbing artist, he's a model, he's like a model. He's model. He's an actor, he's a writer, he's a hypnotherapist, that makes me scared. He's a clinical psychologist. I really don't. I must have left off a few of his careers which are simultaneously running. And he's a student of law. As if this is not enough. I think he's also preparing, in case there's some problem, he wants to fight his own cases.
Yeah, I remain civil all the while, so if I turn criminal, then
You need, yeah, and who better than very nice, well thought out, and I'm very happy to be here. It was such a pleasure, and he's also a very good friend. That is what makes it very special. So when he asked me to write this foreword, I said, "Is it a foreword? 4 words. I will write many words." And I have written. I read the book, and just like the first, he's done so much. His book is also like that. I've read a couple of other books of his. All You Need Is Love. All You Need Is a Hug, and all those have told me that the person who really cares about emotions, who wants love to be the driving force in life, who is very certain that people should be taken as they are and we should not take people for granted. And there are so many things that he is concerned about. But in All You Need Is a Hug, I got an idea of how he was growing up, and that's what I was telling his parents. And it's a very nice sketch of his parents, of him, his sister, their interactions, the mischief that you used to do. A very well written. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't finished it. I've just come to at this done half of it. But coming to this book, it is Sweat, Blood and Quill. So I thought he must have, it's a variation of Churchill's speech, I think. Yeah, blood, toil, tears, and sweat. And quill is very apt because he's writing, because I'm sure you didn't use the quill when you were writing. You must have used the word processor. Anyway, what I found about the book is it's trying a lot of surprises. Because it's almost like having a remote in your hand and changing channels, switching channels. So you read the book, it starts with if you like it long, yes. So then you have a novella. And the novella is very interesting. It is a thriller. It's about a hotel and there's a bar with people often gather, regulars. And there is this man who comes every day. He's a tall man. Yes, tall man. He's got a bag. He's got a salt and pepper beard. So uncannily like somebody we know. But his name is Siddharth. And he drinks only iced tea and snacks. I don't know about this. So one day they find everybody leaves the bar, all in various stages of drunkenness, I think. And this person alone is there. So the manager goes and finds that he's fallen over his book. He's always reading a book which he takes from his bag and he's dead. And then begins the thrilling part. Who is this man? Nobody knows anything about him. From where did he come? What is his job? They call him Swami, they call him uncle, but they don't know anything more than that. And slowly you really built up suspense. I really enjoyed it. And I don't think I'll give you any spoilers. I won't go on any more about it, but I just want to tell you that here he is talking about this man, and it's a very thrilling, what can you say, novel, a suspense thriller, you could say. So I thought the next one would also be that. And I was waiting, all right, what is the next one? And then he says, short and sweet. And you have a short story. So if you're the kind of person who does not have the patience for a longer story, there is a short, nice story. It's about relationship. It's about silence, which I think we talk about rather often. Yes, about silence, which does not always speak the language it ought to speak. And then you finish that, and then he says from minis to micros. Now he's not talking about mini squares. He's talking about short snippets. So from novella, you move to a short story, and then you move to short pieces, which are also very interesting. This is what they call microfiction, which is for the impatient reader, I think. And that is done. And you wonder what's coming next. He says, if you like poetry. So you are done with the novel, you're done with the short story, you're done with the microfiction, and then we come to a story. To the poem. And then we start with a long, which is again about relationships. And then you have a short, he says, let's go for something shorter. And then you have octets, 8-line poems. Then I like the one about the race is about the microfiction, right? It's a micro, I like it. Yes. And this one is about, I think what we have written in this octet is one which I like very much. Yes. So, and then after the octet, you have the ends, it doesn't end. I thought it was the end because it was kind of, getting narrower and narrower, and haiku, 3-line poems. I was about to close the book when I realized there are some more pages. two articles are there. One about how to accept people as they are, not to think of people as more than they are, not to create people in the mold you would like them to be, and so on. And then another obsession of his, I think not obsession, something that we constantly talked about, old age. Yes, old age. And so that is how the book comes to lips. And I realized that there is everything in the book for every kind of reader. There are so many emotions used in, but basically it's about life. It's most concerned about life. And when you look at the kind of things he's doing, you're a speaker, you find that there. So you have, he's actually telling you how to live life and how to be good at it. So I like what you wrote, to give, forgive, to get, forget. I thought that was very well put. And life is about giving, loving and giving, forgiving, forgetting, being good, doing things, being altruistic without expecting anything in return. So these are all nice nuggets of wisdom and how to live life that I found in the book. And he's written about more than 30 books, I think. And I don't know whether you have written one more after this. He's so prolific. I'm not sure. Are you currently working on one more? So that is how prolific he is, and how he gets the time for this, I really do not know, because I have a feeling you're probably not sleeping. Otherwise, I cannot imagine how anyone can pack so much into how many hours? 24, not 24 means here doesn't sleep. Yeah. 20 hours, 4 hours of sleep, not very enough, but I think it looks like it's enough for you because you seem fine. So anyway, what I would like to tell you is please read the book. It's very interesting. I really enjoyed it. And I wish Kriss Venugopal all the best, and that there be more books from your book. To want congratulations. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Khyrunnisa ma'am. All right, so to acknowledge what she said, he is a writer, he is an actor, he is a voice coach, he is a hypnotherapist, he was once a radio jockey, he studied civil engineering, and now you are a law student as well. Kriss Venugopal has done so much and written so much so extensively. I think I've run out of all the words I know in English to possibly describe you.
That's in 4 languages, so we can use other language.
Right. As a fellow writer, I only aspire and hope to reach the level of perseverance and versatility that you do. Now, before we go ahead and call him for his thoughts on his book, I'd like to take a moment to tell you that it's his birthday today. So so maybe let's give the birthday boy a big round of applause. Would you like to take over now?
Yeah, sure.
So many happy returns of the day.
Thank you. I would like to start off from where ma'am left the talk. This book does not end. When I started with the first book, I had somehow managed to knock 13 doors for publishing all of the publishers, they don't know me. Who are you? What are you trying to write? We are not interested. Get lost. All kinds of abuses. Everything came to me. Then I decided, no, I'm printing my book. So I got in touch with DC Expressions. They brought out my first book. It was only till the first book you have that inertia. And the day I came to launch, I was driving through World. I saw a huge banner, launch of World. Because it was 3 days later, my book was being launched. I was so inspired because I know ma'am for a long time. I've heard all her students talk about her, how they love her, and the kind of position she has in the arts. I also have the same, and I saw the banner and I was thinking, someday I should tell her. That day was so very important to me, seeing the banner on Women's College, that gateway where it said Butterfingers being launched. And when I went on, I find that nobody wants to read a new writer. Nobody wants to try out a person who's trying out something new. How else would you know that whether there is a right? Nobody wants to venture into the world of writing because you don't know whether you'll be able to write or not. So that fear stops you. During my classes, I keep telling every student of mine that if you write 1 page a day, then in the first year, you have completed your first book. And from the time you have experience, say the age of 20 to 60, if you keep writing every year, then you would write 40 books. So one of my very smart students, a very little child, she's, sir, I have a question. Says, how many did you write? So that time I was working on my 14th book and I said, 14. So you are 34 now? Now that really struck a blow on me and I decided, no, I will write as much as possible. Whenever I get time, whenever I'm able to think, I will note down, I will start writing, I will express. If I can write 2 chapters a day, I will do that. If I can do more, yes, I will do more. Because the first book, I completed the 18 chapters in 9 days. From morning till night, I was only writing. Now, someday, somewhere, someone will have to get a message from what we write. That is what I find in the rockets I write every morning. I send it to about 3,500 people every day, of which one person will be benefited out of it. He would be having a smile on his face. So really, I am not looking for 100 readers. I'm looking for that one reader who's going to feel that, yes, I can also do so. And he starts writing. And from there, more writers are born, more books are born. What you need to know from life is what you leave behind in your book. So as in the article I said, if you want to give, then forgive. If you want to get something, then forget everything. Then only you will get, or then only you can give. So I would really insist on the fact that please read new writers, try out new subjects. It is not that you cannot read anything other than a Jeffrey Archer or a Jeff Lee or a Shiva. It's not that you should not venture into newer styles of writing. When I said my book has about 7 different styles of writing, one of my friends made fun of me saying, who's going to read that? Someone is going to read that. And I'm so excited today when I heard like a man going through every aspect of that book. I feel blessed. Now, from now on, I don't have any worries because if that person asks me who will read that, I will say one of the best writers has read that. So I really thank all the blessings and really what I am today are because of my parents who are sitting here. That's why they are here. It is because of my teachers who gave me that opportunity to write, and they never said that, oh, you're writing crap. They somehow motivated me. All my friends who did not read, because then I know that I have to find some new reader. All my friends who shunned, saying that, oh, he's a daunt case, like that's very usual. So I don't have any problem. And all those people who supported me, left, right, center, thick and thin. Because today, if I'm standing here, if Sanjana is comparing, if this recording or the live is going on air, that's because of these 2 very close friends of mine, mother-daughter combo. And I would say, like that, whomsoever is watching or whomsoever is reading my book, they will know that somewhere in life, you have something to tell someone. So spread the message, and I really thank ma'am for taking time out and coming here for this. So I would like to invite Viju on you guys, so that I would like you to share a few thoughts. Please.
So, Kriss tells me that this is his 37th book. So, I think by the logic that that small, smart girl applied, I'm pretty sure you're very old.
Yeah, yes, I am.
But he doesn't look that old, and I look up to him, even though he's younger to me. I look up to him as a person who's kind of a better me, in the sense that he does a lot more work than I would ever love to do. Like, I think I can write, but I write only one book, and that's Facebook, like I was saying in your last book opening, right? So I feel like when is that day when I will be at least reading 37 books. But much more than that, I think we in this world need people like Kriss, only because he chases his passion with that focus, which is very rare. And he is a man of so many talents, and sometimes that can also become a handicap, right? So some people, like maybe a Virat Kohli, he knows only one thing, and so it's pretty easy for him. You go out there and you train and you get better. But when a person like Kriss, who has a great voice, who is a good-looking guy, who can be a model, he has great ideas, he can be a good speaker. That ideas he can put it in a book, and that makes him a good author, right? So many things out there that he can do, and he passionately goes out there and does it, and that's how he inspires people. And sometimes he also embarrasses people like me, that I think we all should do more in our life. And I remember, like last time, it was Ranjit Ramakrishnan who talked about you so much that Chandra, yeah. So he was saying that, okay, a person like Kriss, he should be a lot more, and a lot more people should be reading his books, and his works should be discussed. And you have shared a lot of ideas that you are always working on, and I've always found that all of those are really great ideas. And more than that, he's very supportive, in the sense that when I talk to him, I don't get the feel of a guy who knows it all, but at the same time, he knows a lot. And that's something which comes through very clearly. And such type of people are also very rare, in the sense that as soon as you start a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of wisdom, you become too big for your shoes. And you don't see that with Kriss. He's always accessible, very down to earth. And even within this small group of people, we celebrate him for that down to earth attitude, for that humility, and for the way he is really chasing his dreams, his passion, and his vision. And with those small words, I would say that Kriss, keep going. We are all in full support of you, and hope you will inspire a lot of us and a lot of people out there to chase their passion too, and do some good work in their life. Really make a difference in this world. Thank you.
Okay, so ranging from haikus all the way to epistolary works, there's something that this book has for everyone and every mood. And I don't think I can put it any better than everyone else here has already said. So I would like to thank each and every person sitting here today. Thank you for sharing this beautiful moment with all of us. And please do check out this counter where Kriss's previous works are available. And once again, thank you.